Peace, everybody, and welcome back. Mikey-ice T.v B-Girl Shreya. I checked her out at the Red Bull BC1 Cypher India, and I was very impressed with her dance skills. So I wanted to know, like, if I can do a conversation with her. So we're gonna be going live. So we'll try it again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me, right?
Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. How you doing? Yo, what's up, Juice? Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, I was watching the Red Bull BC1 Cypher though, right? And I
Yeah.
seen you go out, and what I really liked about you was that your footwork, it seemed like it was very complete to me,
Thank
and
you.
I like that. Yes, I like the fact that you ended all your freezes, and to me, I was very impressed though too because I know Shushima.
Sushma, yes.
Yes, I know Shushima, and I heard of B girl. What's her name? Ambi.
Ambi, yeah, she's the MC last year as well. She's now
Right, right, right.
stopped. Yeah. She was a vegan.
Yeah. Oh, she was a B girl. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I don't really know too much about India, but I've been doing all these interviews all over the world. I interviewed Dizzy. I see you took a picture with Dizzy. I did an interview with
Yeah.
Dizzy. I did Ramine. I did Crumbs. I did Born. I did like all these people, but I was always kind of curious, like I wanted to know something about like India. So can you introduce yourself?
Definitely. So my real name is Shreya, so I kept my beagle name also as Shreya because I wanted it to be original. I represent Destiny Breakers crew, so I live here in Vizag, Andhra Pradesh, India, which is like the south part of the India. So in my
Okay.
city, there's not much of breaking scene or like not many breakers as well. So I always wanted to like travel, compete outside my city, which like gave me a lot of exposure. This is pretty much
Oh,
everything I've done in this city.
yes. So how long have you been breaking? What year did you start?
I started in 2015 when I was like 12 years old. So
Oh,
now I'm
okay.
21. So I've been breaking for like around 7, 8 years already.
7, 8 years. That's awesome. So when you first started in India, like what is the scene like over there? Because obviously breaking started in United States, you know,
Yes,
in the Bronx, and then it came to California. That's where I live in California. And now it's in India. So I kind of want to know, like, is the scene, is it kind of, is it starting to pick up, or is it kind of like, what's the scene like?
so right now in India, the scene has definitely improved a lot. You can see the numbers are growing. More and more people are coming to
Okay.
know about breaking. And now it is even a part of Olympics. So a lot of parents are preferring their kids to enroll in breaking classes rather than, something else, especially during
Oh,
summertime. So I think the scene is growing. We are definitely not as fast as other countries. Like you can see countries like Japan or US, thing is like already
yes.
organized there. But here we are still not like up to that point, but we are also not where we started. Like we are slowly progressing. We are trying to organize the scene, getting our team set
Right.
up. Yeah.
So, you, how far is what is it, Mumbai?
Sorry.
Like Mumbai, how far are you from Mumbai?
It's quite far because Mumbai is in the west part
Oh,
of India and I'm in
Mumbai.
Delhi.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I take a train from my place to Mumbai, it would take me around 2 days to reach there, like around
Oh
48
my
hours.
God. Wow. Oh, is that far?
Yeah, it's quite far.
And is that where the B-boy scene and the B-girl scene is like, is that where most of the people
Yes.
break lived in that city?
So breaking definitely started in India from Mumbai. Like the first it came to
Okay.
India, it started in Mumbai, and then it slowly spread to like other parts.
Do you know when breaking first came to India? I mean, as far as your understanding, do you remember when it first started? Do you have any idea?
I think it started 10 years ago. Like I think now it's like it's been 10 years since like breaking properly came to India. And as far as I
Wow.
know, the oldest crews in India are definitely Rock Fresh from Mumbai, and which Ambi is also part of Rock Fresh.
Okay.
And there's Beast Mode also. Beast Mode has represented everywhere. Like they've even been to PC1 Last Chance I've heard, like Flying Machine and Wild Child. They are part of Beast Mode crew. So they are the first generation that I always looked up to. Before that, they are breakers,
Oh.
but like not many people are aware of them. Like they were not much into like championships or battles. So they were like
Mm-hmm.
completely underground.
Oh, the completely underground. I see. So in India too, do they do graffiti though too?
Yeah, I mean, like in Mumbai, definitely there's a lot of like I see graffiti on like streets and trains. But in my part of the city, there's like people are not they're not absolutely aware of graffiti. Nobody knows what graffiti is like here, and I don't even see it much frequently.
Wow, that's amazing. So what draw you to want to be a part of hip hop though? Why is it so important for you?
So when I started, I had no idea about hip hop or what breaking was.
Oh.
And since I come from an Indian culture family, like it was not easy for us to accept a different culture as well because parents here they expect their girls to be like a typical Indian girl, like they want us to be a soft kind of person. So when I told them like I want to be a part of breaking, they were like surprised. I'm like, why do you want to do that? So I told them like I wanted some challenge in my life because I was a chubby girl when I started breaking. I used to be like a little heavy. So
Oh,
dancing was not
okay.
very easy for me. Like I wanted to do a lot of moves. I wanted to move the way I want to, but then my body was not allowing me to get that movement. So like
Mm.
it was up here, but my body was not like, moving the way I wanted to move. So it was not
Yeah.
easy for me. It was not like something, I tried and I immediately fell in love with it. It was like a slow process. I developed my love towards breaking over years. Like when I practiced it, and I went to battles, I got my recognition. Then I was like, okay, so now breaking is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in your area, are you one of the top B girls?
Yes, I am one of the top B girls. I'm actually the only B girl in Andhra Pradesh. Like, there's no other B girls here. Like, there were barely any B boys
What?
as well when I started. For me,
Wow.
it was
So what
always
keeps
like,
you
sorry.
no, so what keeps you motivated if you're the only girl?
It's difficult to say. There were times where I was not motivated. I was like, I started questioning myself, why am I even doing it when nobody even
Right.
recognizes it? But then I had my coach. My coach has always been like my support. He always pushed me. He keeps sending me videos from Beagles from other parts of the world. He tells me like someday you have to battle them, Shreya. So keep yourself ready. So yeah,
Yes.
he's been my biggest like motivator in my life. He comes to me with
Okay.
practice, he trains me. So it's always been me and my coach. That's it. In
Oh,
my
that's
country.
it?
Yeah, in my place.
Wow.
So we do
That's
it. We take
amazing.
it like a sport. We are like Shreya. If you got to do it, he's like that. Like you don't need other people to motivate you. Be your own motivator. Just do it. Like look out to the scene on the world scale. Someday you'll be going there. So he always motivates me like that.
Oh man. How long has he been your coach?
Like since I started, he's been my coach for like 8 years now. So I
Oh
started breaking
really?
from him and I'm still learning from him.
Right, right.
Yes.
Man, that's pretty amazing though. So when you think about hip hop in America, like is it like a dream of yours to maybe come to this country to compete?
Definitely. like right now I'm like I'm not a full-time breaker as well. Like you see people like
Oh,
Bigel Sunny, she takes care of career and she does her breaking as well. So I always looked up to her. I always wanted to have my own career so that I can support my passion. So definitely I'm actually planning to come to US for my masters. So that's something I really
okay.
look forward to. I really
Oh,
love being
okay.
part of the American hip hop scene.
Yes. So in America, like, is there anybody that you look up to that you can say, yeah, I'm inspired by like Flea Rock or I like Casper. Like, is there anybody that you like here in USA?
Yes, in the past, like because of Break Free Worldwide, I got a chance to attend workshops from Kareem, Jeremy. So they always inspired me. I learned a
Oh,
lot through their workshop. I
okay.
even get like messages from Moy. He motivates me a lot. So yes, this motivation kept me going because somewhere I feel like yes, there are people like me in the world who are doing it. So why not me
Mm-hmm.
like that?
Oh, that's so cool. So, what's the name of your country again in India?
Sorry,
What's the name of your city in India?
Vizag.
Wisai?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of that before. I'm new to all this, so thank you for.
I mean, like, even in India, Vizag is not, not a name that you often hear. But I think when I started representing, the name started popping up, like, yo, Bigal Shreya is from Vizag. So Vizag, this breaking scene, it's like that.
Hmm. So, do you know about the American Bee Girls here too as well? Do you know? Have you heard of any American Bee Girls I hear that are good?
Yes, I know that Sunny, she's part of Team USA. And even
Oh, okay.
Pepsi, she's part of Team USA. So yeah, I
Yes.
follow a lot of updates, like someday even I want to be like, part of some team and represent country like that. So I know Bonita,
Hmm.
I text her a lot.
Oh,
I get
yeah,
all
you
the insights
do.
from her. Yeah.
Yeah, you do have some understanding about American American B-boys and B-girls. Do you
Yeah.
know anything about Zulu too?
Mighty Zulu?
Yeah, do you know about Zulu?
Yeah, I do know that, they were one of the old generation like crew that started breaking
Yes.
and all. My coach gives me all types of, motivational talks. He mentions Mighty Zulu Kings a lot because, they are like one of the founders of breaking, like
Yes.
back in 1973. So yes, definitely.
Oh man,
Mighty
you
Zulu
are
Kings has done
smart.
me everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So he
That's amazing.
tells me a lot of like Renegade Rockers, Mighty Zulu Kings. So I hear a lot about these like crews, like battles they did, the way they used to represent. Like they used to
Right.
take the breaking was very personal for them. Like the battles, they were like you versus you. It's like your self-respect versus my self-respect. It was like that. But now the
Yes.
scene is definitely changed. It's like all professional. It's like you came to represent your country, I came to represent mine. It's like that.
Yes, that's so true. Because I'm
Yeah.
Zulu too, so I was just kind of curious. Yes. I've been Zulu for a while. That's why I was kind of curious to know, like, do you know the history to Zulu?
Yes, I do know a little bit, but not very much because I'm not out there. Like I didn't witness the Mighty Zulu Kings myself, but it's definitely something everybody hears a lot. Like Mighty Zulu Kings are the first generation b-boys and b-girls.
Wow, I'm impressed though. Like, you're pretty smart. You're pretty smart because a lot of people don't know that Zulus were like the first B-boys in New York.
I mean, like a move in breaking is named after them. The Zulu spins, like Zulu spins, Zulu Kings. So definitely,
Hmm.
like when you dig out the history of a move, you know that the crew is there and it's in the history and they started it. Definitely.
Right, right. Just some history for yourself. The person who started the Zulu spins, his name is Beaver.
Yeah.
That's him. The original Zulu King, his name is Beaver. So when you think of that move, like yeah, it's somebody by the name of Beaver. He's from the Bronx.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So what is your everyday life like when you don't break? Like do you do breaking like is it part-time and do you focus on your career?
Yeah, I have my career, like, I have my usual bachelor's going on. I go to college, I come back, and then I hit my gym because I know I need to keep myself in shape, and I'm like in such a
Oh
competitive,
man.
yeah. So I started working out recently only because, I felt like somewhere the fitness is like, stopping me to achieve my dream style. I started working
Mm-hmm.
out and then I do my workouts for around 2 hours. And then I go back to my practice session. So I train for around 4 hours. If there's any championship coming up, we train even longer. So we sit down. Some days it's just creating. We just create. And by the time we even like finalize one piece, the day is already over. It was like it's already 4 hours gone in our hand
Yeah.
just to create one piece of like, patch or set.
So
During other times, we usually focus on like breaking drills because, when you're out on that stage, you want every move to be clean and clear. You don't want to be
yes,
like having a back form and stuff. So like I take time to train my form as well because I want everything to be like absolutely clean.
that is so true
Yeah.
though. Like who do you think maybe inspired the idea for you to keep your form clean? Because when I was watching you break, I noticed a lot of the girls, like in the India cipher, their form wasn't really that clean, and yours was for me was like it was very impressive. That's why I said I need to go on Instagram. I want to talk to this girl,
Thank you. So I think my coach has always been a person who looks
your
up to like
coach. Okay.
cleanliness. Yeah. So he never focused on like teaching me new moves. Like that is what all breakers want to, right? They want to learn new moves, big moves, like power. But he was like, no, Shreya, like if your shuffles and six step are itself not so clean, then doing a power would be like, like the
Okay.
foundation is not clean. What's the point of putting icing on that? So he gives me time to clean up my foundation and then make it strong so that whenever I keep adding moves, the foundation and that icing, it looks like one complete piece. So yes, and in terms of form, I definitely look up to Nadia, like and Narumi
Okay.
from Japan. Yeah, so I absolutely love her energy. The energy she brings to floor. I remember meeting her in BC1 last year. I literally cried out of my eyes. I'm like, this
Oh,
lady
really?
was actually a poster in my room. Like I used to have Narumi's poster. Like every day I look up to her. I'm like, yes, Shreya, you gotta like one day like become like her. Like you
Oh,
have to get her style. So
oh,
when I saw her in front of my eyes, I was like, shit. I was not expecting this to happen.
that is so
Yeah.
cool. It sounds like
I
you have a
mean,
lot of It sounds like you have a lot of passion for hip hop. How does your family feel about it?
uh, my
Because I
family.
know
I mean, like, sorry.
the reason why I asked because I know that they know that it's an American culture.
Yes. So they were not very accepting in the starting. They were like, she's doing something, and I had to prove to them that I can manage my studies along with breaking.
Mm,
So I need to be somewhere in top two in the class so that they don't discontinue my breaking class. So I remember going to practice, coming back in the night and studying whole night, and then giving my exams, and then going back to practice. I basically didn't give them a reason to like stop me from breaking. Like they wanted me to be
okay.
good at studies. I did that. I showed them like I can do my studies, I can do my breaking. So
Mm-hmm.
they were like, okay, she's doing something, she's happy with it, and it's not affecting her career. So like they let me carry on with it. Even today, they don't understand like what is breaking and what is Red Bull BC1 or what is WDSF and all these stuff. But they were like they are happy like seeing me like I'm happy doing it. So they are happy seeing me, that's it. So just like they allow me
Mm-hmm.
to do whatever.
So if it wasn't for Red Bull BC1 in India, like what would there be a big event for India, period?
Right now we are having a national championships as well, right? Like we have a championship organized by a local federation, and then they take up the
Okay.
championship, they select the top three B girls, and then we get qualified to represent in the WDSF events. So last year, I
Oh,
think recently Sushma, she represented in Belgium. Sorry, yeah, it was Belgium.
okay.
Yeah, I forgot where it is. So yeah, that's how it is. Like other than BC1, this is what we always wanted to do because it is like giving us the exposure of going out and like representing our country out there in the world. So yeah,
Yeah.
so BC1 and the federation events are always been like my goal. Like I train back to back for them. Other than that,
Mm,
they are jams, but they are not like very recognized. They are like very underground jams, like Essence. There are
yeah.
like so many jams that come up every month.
So,
Not in
but
my place though. They happen in Mumbai, so I don't travel very frequently because traveling from here to there itself is like a lot of hassle for me.
Oh, it costs a lot of money for you?
Yes, yes.
Wow. That's that's pretty crazy though. Um, so what are your goals this year for breaking though? Do you have like a for 2023? Are you trying to train so you can maybe qualify for the Olympics?
Definitely, like right now, my goal is to be in one of the top three in country so that I become eligible to represent in WDSF events. So other than that, winning India Cypher is another goal. Like I've been working for it like year and year again. Last year I was top eight. This year I was top four. So I'm taking my steps
Oh,
slowly, closer to my goals.
so who would you say is the best B girl? I mean, nobody's really the best, but who would you say that's kind of number one, like that represents India?
So this year I think Beagle Glib, she took the win in India Cypher. So that itself proves that she's out there like in the top. Other
Okay.
than that, I also felt so proud that I like got a chance to battle Beagle Joe because she's been representing India like since 2019. She's been to Last Chance
Oh,
Cypher twice. So I was really happy that I got to battle her in top eight and like I improved myself to even battle her out and took her out in top eight. That was like a huge respect for her and respect for me as well because I never
yeah,
expected that I'd be battling like two-time India Cypher champion and then like get ahead to top four.
yeah. So I was gonna ask you too, have you ever done a interview before?
I did an interview, but not like face to face. It was more like, answering the questions on a paper and this
Oh,
article. Yeah. So,
but it was never videotaped.
no, never. This is my first time.
Wow. This is my first too, like with you. I feel very proud because
I feel
I I try
absolutely
to
proud because, talking to somebody from Mighty Zulu King is not, it's like absolutely insane for me.
oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. But so for me too, it is I feel that this is very historic though too because you're the first B girl that I've spoken to from India, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm very impressed. That's why I wanted to do this. I wanted to let you know that somebody from USA seeing you and letting you know that with the style that you have is real clean. I love everything that you're doing, and I can't really look at anything and say that you might be missing because to me it seems like you have everything. Do you do power too?
I'm starting to train on power, but
Okay.
I put a move in my round when it's like absolutely clean. So I need to achieve that level of cleanliness to be a part of for it to be a part of my round. So I do, but
Yes.
it's not like very clean. So I'm trying to clean it up.
Right.
Yeah.
But but what you got already, I like it. I think that you can I think that you can go far. I think that whatever you're doing, just keep doing. Just like don't ever feel discouraged.
Yeah.
Because if I because I seen some of the girls in India and I'm thinking like they it's like they had the move, but it's like something felt like it was missing. And then when I seen you break, it was the first time I seen you live, and I was like, oh shit, like this girl is dope. I was like, who is this?
Thank you.
Yes.
That means a lot to
So
me. I
I'm
always
glad.
wanted my round to look like that. It took
Yeah. I
it took
think you
me a
should.
lot of time to like get that level of execution. Like yeah. You
Right.
were saying
I
something?
think you should. I think you should always be proud when somebody recognizes you on the other side of the world because that means that they see something that you know that maybe other people didn't recognize that you see, you know?
Yes.
And I just think you have a bright future, like for yourself though. But since I have you here, do you have a question that you might want to ask me about anything with hip hop?
Right now I just have one question. Like
Okay.
as an outsider, like who's like aspiring to come to America, like what can I like expect from the scene there? Like like how do I put myself there? Like
Oh,
I can't even imagine
okay.
myself being there from here until and unless I come there. So I just wanted to get, some insights, like how do I start and where do I like do it and how do I do it?
Oh, okay. I think if you ever came to United States, I think a lot of people they either go to New York or to LA,
Yes,
and the difference between, because I live in LA, the difference between New York and LA, New York is the that's where it started. So
yes,
it's gonna have more of that original flavor. And a
yes,
lot of the guys a lot of the guys that started breaking, they're still alive, so they live in New York.
yes,
You know, most of the original Zulus are still alive, so they still live in New York,
yes,
you know. And the only difference is between them. I live in LA and they live in New York. But I think if you ever went out there, I think if you ever decide to come to United States first, I would say maybe go to New York.
yes,
Yeah, because then you'll be able to see, how it all started. You get to see the subway trains. You get to see the real graffiti on the wall. You get to really see the
yeah,
DJ.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I'm actually
And then
looking up for that.
yeah, and then I think on top of that, like um I think people will receive you, naturally, because one thing I notice about like United States, like if you break and you're from another country, we always welcome you. We always welcome you. It's never mean like, oh, she's not from USA. What's she doing here?
Yeah,
You know? It's a
definitely.
very it's very welcoming. Like here in the United States, we have all races. We have Indian, from
Yes,
your country, Mexican, white, black, Asian. United States has all the races,
yes. And at
you
the
know,
end of the
and
day,
that's
it's like one language we all talk. It's like breaking. You breaking and
exactly,
breaking.
exactly. And if you're really a good person and somebody sees you dancing and they like you, they're gonna be like, hey, you know what? Like come hang out with us,
Definitely. I would
you
love
know?
that.
Yeah, so I think when it comes to that, I think you will enjoy that. And then I'm just saying if you had to make a choice, but if you came to LA, you get to see the beach, you get to see the ocean, you get to
Yeah,
see the palm, yeah, you get to see Hollywood. And
yeah,
LA has a lot of LA has a lot of famous B-boys and B-girls. Most of the most famous people that in breaking live here in LA. Like
yes,
J Skills,
definitely.
Asia One, um, Lady One, Wonder Woman. You know who Wonder Woman is?
Yeah, and I know Roxy also, right? No, Roxy is from UK.
Yeah,
Right?
Roxy's from the UK. But majority of the girls that are like famous in breaking, they live in Los Angeles.
Wow. Then,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you have all the guys that are famous like Style Elements. Have you ever heard of Remind before?
Sorry?
Have you ever heard of a b-boy named Remind?
Yeah, I remind. I
Yes.
watch him back. It's crazy. So
Yeah,
they
he's
are
one
all from
of my,
LA.
huh?
They're all from LA. Not from New York.
Yes. Yes, they all live this way.
Wow. That's crazy.
So yeah, so I think that would be amazing. If you ever came out here, I will introduce you to them too because they're all my friends and
Definitely.
if you
I
needed
would
to
like
like
absolutely love that. Meeting them
yeah,
is like, like being face to face with my idols, and that would like literally freak me out.
yeah. You know who Style Elements is too?
So style elements, yeah, I heard of them.
Yes.
Like
Very very
listening to all these names, it feels like like I'm part of it now. Like I'm going back to the history.
right. And that's the most important thing since I have you on here though too is being today's B girl, but if you can keep the history, there's something special about you because you already knew you already knew like the Zulu Kings like 1973. A lot of people that break today, they don't know that and it's like why?
Mhm.
You know,
They're just
it's
way too focused on championships, battles. Yeah,
exactly. See, but when you know the history, you're gonna get a lot of respect, especially if you come to the USA and you start naming off people like Yam Remind Style Elements, Flea Rock Skill
Yeah.
Methods, K-Mel Boogie Brats, everybody's gonna be like, what? Like, oh my God. You know, to me, history is just important as winning championships.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. History is very important. Like it's all where it started from. Like without you knowing where it started from, you don't know where to take it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always felt that, like I need to know why I started breaking to know where I'm going. So definitely, like
Yes.
we also need to know where breaking started to see where it's going.
Yes. Wow. Have you ever heard of a movie called B Street?
I think I heard of it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I watched
Oh
movies like
my
that.
gosh. Please watch that movie. When you watch that movie, you're gonna see the real hip hop culture when it came from the Bronx.
Wow. Yeah,
They
you're
made a
exciting me now. I want to watch it.
yes, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch B Street. B Street to us in the United States is what got everybody wanting to become B-boys
Wow.
because of that movie.
Wow. For me,
It
I
came out in
think
1980.
in India, this movie called Step Up and Dance that was like famous
Oh,
here. So everybody
really?
here they like started breaking watching that movie because that is what has come down to India. Like it was famous here.
Wow.
So even
I know what you're
I
saying.
watched Step Up and Dance. I was like, okay, so there's something called breaking. I actually started breaking by then, but then when I watched in the movie, I figured it out. Like, okay, this style is called breaking, and it started from US and all. So that's where I got a
Mm,
complete understanding of it.
okay. Are you practicing today?
Yeah, I am practicing today. Like we usually
Oh,
have
you are?
our practice sessions in the evenings. I put my workout sessions in the morning, and I go for practice in the evening.
Who practices you by yourself?
No, I have my coach. Like he lives quite a far from here. Like I have to take a 1 hour like ride or something, and then go to his place. Or sometimes he comes down to the studio, and we go to the studio and train there.
Oh, he danced too?
Yeah, he's a dancer.
Oh, okay.
So he's a b-boy. Like he is the reason why breaking came to Vizag. He went out, he
Oh,
learned, and he brought it here, and people started learning from him. Literally, everybody in Vizag right now knows breaking because of him. Like we all learned from him, and then we came to the stage we are now.
really? What year did he started breaking?
He started in 2012 or something. I guess it's been like so long. He even went to like UK and learned from there, and then he came back to India and started teaching people here. Yeah,
Wow. So
so that's.
how many dancers combined would you say that's in your city that you know of maybe?
I mean, I'm there, like B girl, and then there's another B boy called Vamsi. Like he's right now not in the city because he has moved out for his studies. But then
Mm,
he used to be one of the good B boys here. So usually when I want to battle or train, then I used to battle him. But now since he moved out, it's only me in the city now. And then my coach
okay.
is there. There are kids
So
like who started breaking like a month ago or like a week ago, but then they are
oh,
like you can't tell that they're
oh,
breakers already, right? Like they need time to like pick up the flavor and everything.
oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be a teacher though, right?
I definitely love to, but I'm more like I want to focus on my growth first, like I felt like
Yeah,
I'm not there to teach them yet. I have my goals and I need to be there. I need to work for it.
yeah,
So maybe
yeah, that's
someday
true.
once I reach them, then maybe like I'll come back and I'll become a teacher.
Hmm. So do you see yourself dancing for a long time, or is it kind of like maybe you might do this for a little bit and then when you get your career, you're just gonna focus on your career? Or do you see yourself doing both?
Definitely not, because if I was able to do my career and breaking for already 8 years now, I feel like I can keep going. Like I can do my career, is my career, and breaking is my breaking. Like I don't want to combine my passion and career. It has to be there. Like I
Oh,
want to pursue what I want to pursue, and then breaking is there. It's my passion because breaking is
okay.
like a home for me. When I go out somewhere, at the end of the day, I come back to breaking. It's like before my sleep, it's like always coming back from practice and then going to bed. So it's like that. Even when I go to my college, I start thinking like, what do I practice in the evening? Like, how do I schedule my training today? So it's always been there. Like, no matter where I am, my thoughts are there. Like, I'm thinking about my practice,
Oh,
I'm thinking about this move or that battle, or I'm strategizing for something. It's like that.
wow.
Yeah.
So have you won any first place contests?
Uh, like right now, I did not. But yeah, in 2019, I got a runner-up in one of the like national jams here, where I battled Joe again, and then I got runner-up there. But now this time, I got a chance to like get past her.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
have a lot of battles on YouTube that I can watch?
yeah. The battles are there. Like there are a lot of battle videos that people have posted. You can just like
Yeah.
type in my name and battles like they come out.
Do you have a YouTube channel too?
I don't have my own channel. We have a crew channel. Like my coach takes care of all that because I'm a very messy person. I can't
Oh,
handle
okay.
social media and stuff. So he does it for me.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. So he's like a coach and a manager for
Yes.
you,
Yes.
huh?
He's like
Okay.
anything for me. He motivates me. He coaches me. He takes care of my social media. He even sometimes helps me to style myself. Like Shreya, you gotta look like a big girl. He does everything for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
It's just like
That's pretty
one
amazing.
man playing all the roles in my life.
Yeah. So Rock Fresh Crew, B-Boy Bunny, you know him?
Yes. Yes. He won the footworkers battle right this year. That will be
Is he
one.
one of the, is he considered one of the first generation B-Boy for India?
Yes. Yes. My coach is there, right? He used to learn from Bunny. Like Bunny has been like
Oh,
the like, OG. Like from there, people learn from him, and then from there, like VB girls came out. So it's been like a generation.
what year did Bunny start?
No, I'm not very
B-Boy
sure, but
Bunny.
Bunny came to
Hmm.
Vizag, like came to my city like 5 or 6 years ago, and then he like taught us some footwork and some break in flavor. And like he occasionally comes here, teaches, and then he goes back to Mumbai. And like he's been there for so long. Everybody in Mumbai knows Bunny. Everybody wants to learn from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody um put a comment on the video. Do you see it?
Uh, wait, let me see. Run. What's the comment?
It says, Shreya, I have been seeing you dance in DB crew from childhood. Your dancing skills are so good and and the best. It's
Thank
great to
you.
see you
Thank.
representing. You know who that is?
I'm not pretty sure because Instagram handles they're like so different. I don't think so. I know this person, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, yeah, I just want to say, I just wanted to like reach out to you and I just wanted to share my thoughts on like what I seen, with you and I'm going to
Yeah.
be paying attention to you, like I was saying. So far I watched everybody break. Well, what was her name? B girl Barbie.
Yeah,
Is her name Barbie?
Barbie. Yes.
Yeah, Barbie and all the girls. When I seen everybody break, I was just thinking, but I was like, but the girl Shreya, I like her the most though. So I said, you know what?
Thank you.
She's my favorite B. I said she's my favorite B girl from India.
I mean, even I feel like so honored, like being interviewed by you. Like I never expected. Like even in my head now, I'm like yelling inside. I'm like Mighty Zulu Kings. It's like the Mighty Zulu King. I remember having
Yeah.
my class notebook. I used to write out all these notes, like history about Mighty Zulu Kings. Everything my coach tells me, I used to note it down. And it felt like, something I studied in a textbook. And now it's like I'm talking to a person, like from the history. It just feels so cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, and I just want to say that I wish you the best in your career with
I
breaking,
think I
and
think my
maybe
coach put a comment here.
yeah, yeah. Your coach is on there. Yes. Thank you too, though, for being a mentor to her. I heard a lot of good things about you, and I just want to let you guys know that I have a lot of respect for India, and I want to see you guys, become like a really good, and then maybe you guys might all start coming to United States one day.
Definitely.
Okay?
That's in my bucket list.
Yes. Okay. So thank you for your time, and I'm gonna put this on my YouTube channel. So
Yes,
if you wanna watch it,
definitely.
maybe I'll upload it and then I'll show you where it's at.
Yeah, sure. I
Okay?
would love that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the time and have a good
Thank
day.
you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to, people from the American breaking scene, like where it
Okay.
all started from.
Yes. All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.